Welcome back. Thank you for watching Market View ERS Tax Talk right here on Eswatini TV. Moving on with the program today, we focus on a very important topic for all employees, that is the pay-as-you-earn return submission and payment. To help us understand the process, we are joined by Ndobeko Dlamini, Director Communications and Marketing at the ERS, and Cebo Lenkosi Matlalela, Manager Taxpayer Education and Information. Ladies, glad to have you both in studio.
Afternoon,
Good. Because I'll start with you. What is pay-as-you-earn and who is required to register?
Good afternoon, Notsile. Good afternoon also to our viewers. So yes, today we are touching on pay-as-you-earn. What is pay-as-you-earn? So pay-as-you-earn is the tax that is expected to be deducted by an employer on behalf of an employee from the employee's remuneration or employment income. So Notile, for us to expect that there's a possibility of pay-as-you-earn to exist, we should, or rather there should exist these three components where there should be an employer, an employee, as well as remuneration. Then if we have those three, we can expect that through the calculations there is a possibility for pay-as-you-earn to exist. Now, coming to who is required to register for pay-as-you-earn, we've already highlighted that once you are an employer, you are expected by the law to deduct or remit on behalf of an employee and submit with the ERS. So this simply means if you are an employer, then we expect you to register for pay-as-you-earn. Employers could be any entity or authorities or a person who pays a person employment income. So these could be companies, these could be sole traders, it could even be trusts, even exempt entities. If they have hired employees, we do expect that they will register for pay-as-you-earn. Note that this also goes as far as to small businesses. Even if you've had just one employee, for as long as we have an employer, employee, and employment income, which is remuneration, we expect that the employer registers for pay-as-you-earn and will be guided on how to then go ahead and administer pay-as-you-earn in terms of the calculations.
All right. Thank you, Cebo. And I'll come to you. Where and how must employers be submitting the pay-as-you-earn returns?
So pay-as-you-earn returns are submitted online. We've fully moved away from returns being submitted physically. We also have our service centers available should someone want some support and assistance in submitting that return. And then in terms of how they submit the returns, this is done by them submitting their pay-as-you-earn schedules on our platform, our self-service platform called Tax Ease. It's pretty simple. Employers just need to ensure that, number one, they are registered for pay-as-you-earn. Thereafter, they can access our Tax Ease platform, download the pay-as-you-earn schedule, where they need to complete all the documents required. They then upload that schedule back onto Tax Ease, save and submit. It's that simple.
So I'll go back to you. What about the schedules? What exactly should employers be including in the pay-as-you-earn schedule?
Okay, thank you so much, Nutsile. One would like to highlight that when it comes to the PAYE monthly schedules, we expect that all employees must be included, regardless of the amount that they earn. We expect that you include all your employees. This can even go as far as if you have board members. We expect that you include them as well. Now, when it comes to what exactly are we expecting you to capture in your schedule, we expect that you'll capture name and surname of all your employees in the schedule for that reporting month. We also expect that one important component is the PIN, which is the PIN, personal identification number. This is a very important component because it speaks also, or it's linked to the functionality of rebates now when it comes to the calculations. So, and we want to encourage every employer to ensure that they capture correct digits, they get the correct PIN numbers of their employees, because also our system has the capability to also validate the PIN, as I've explained how important the PIN is. Another aspect or other details that we expect that employees capture in the monthly schedule is the actual basic amount or pay that that employee has earned in that month that you are reporting for, as well as all benefits that your employee might have been granted in in that month that you are reporting for. We will also expect that you capture all statutory deductions for that employee for that month that you are reporting for. This could be your pension, this could be your ENPF, this could be your legal and all. We expect that you capture those in terms of the deductions for that employee in that month. So it's all those details, but more than anything, we expect that capture all your employees. I would like to repeat that. It's one of the common mistakes that we have seen our employers or clients practice. So we would like to encourage them that ensure that it's not about how much your employee earns. For as long as there's employer-employee, capture that employee in the schedule. It speaks to compliance and as well as accuracy when it comes to now issues of reconciliation. Yes.
Thank you, Cebo. My next one is for you, Ndobeko. And once the schedule is complete, what happens thereafter?
So once the schedule is completed by the employer, they will then upload the schedule onto TaxEase. And what TaxEase does is it automatically generates a summary of that monthly return. And that summary will outline the total number of employees, total remuneration, as well as the pay-as-you-earn that is expected to be deducted. The system will then display the total amount that the employer needs to remit back to the ERS on behalf of the employees. And then once the employer can confirm that all of this information that Gabolengosi has already highlighted is correct, they can then select submit, and then that return is sent through to the ERS.
How should employers rather remit the pay-as-you-earn that they withhold?
Okay. I think Nobeko highlighted when we started that we have gone digital. So we'd like to also remind our clients that we are available in all the payment platforms. Yeah. So if you want to pay for the PAYE that you've remitted, we have the facility of an EFT. You can make the electronic transfer to the ERS in terms of the pay as you earn. We also are still available in terms of walk-ins in all our service centers where you can swipe your debit card through the POS and make a payment. You can also make payment through the bank cash deposits. Yes, we're also available in terms of Momo Pay. You can also use Momo Pay to pay. I'd like also to highlight that ERS has bank accounts in all the banks in Eswatini. So please take advantage of that in terms of whichever bank that you prefer. For you to access our bank accounts, do visit our website and download the bank accounts. We are also available in terms of our app. You remember that we've been educating our clients about ERS TaxPal. Please download ERS TaxPal. You will access all our bank accounts and be able to make payments anytime, anywhere, for as long as you have connectivity.
The ERS is certainly digital. Make sure to download ERS TaxPal. The other ones for you as well. Deadlines. Often we hear you miss your deadline, there could be penalties, there could be interest. But what are the deadlines that employers and employees need to be aware of?
Okay. When it comes to the monthly pay-as-you-earn return, I would like to remind all employers in Eswatini that the deadline is the 7th day of the following month, following the month that you are remitting for, with an exception of 7 days extra, which is grace period, which means the ultimate or the final due date for you to make your submission is the 14th of the following month. So I'd like to make an example that you are submitting for a period of January 2026. We expect that the schedule and the payment should have been made by the 7th of February 2026. Yes. In case you miss the 7th, you have a grace period of 7 days, which now goes up to the 14th of February 2026. Unfortunately, Notsile, if our clients for some reason miss these deadlines, there are penalties, and there's a daily penalty of not filing, which is 200 malangeni per day. I would like our clients to please avoid these penalties by doing things on time. And lately you will see, I'm sure you recall also from the news that the law also allows us to go as far as prosecution, and no one wants to go to that corner. I mean, it will tarnish your image and all. It's not a good sight, and it can be avoidable. So we would like to encourage our clients to avoid doing things late or waiting for the deadline, by all means. And we are available to support should they need assistance from our end. We are available to support them.
In as much as there is the grace period, pay on time. You want to avoid the 200 emalangeni daily penalty. I wouldn't want that. Ndobeko, parting shot, what would be your advice for ERS clients or employees?
I think one of the most important things we want to highlight, particularly for employers in Eswatini, is to ensure that they are registered for Pay As You Earn.
Yeah.
Earlier on the show, you had highlighted some of the figures that have come out of the integrated annual report. Pay As You Earn is one of our most highest revenue collection tax types, following VAT, I think. So it is quite important for us, and we just want to make sure that as our employers are filing their monthly returns, they remember to ensure that they input the accurate details that Kabo had already alluded to. The personal identification number is also quite important, making sure that that is accurate. Like we mentioned, the system does validate the information that the employers upload. So if there are any inaccuracies, it does cause delays, and we obviously don't want that for our employers. But just also as a parting shot, we do want to remind our employers that if they do experience any difficulties, our teams are here to support. We are available telephonically on 2406 4050, or via email on info@ers.org.sz, and then we do have a WhatsApp line that our service teams mans, which is 7606 3735. So the platforms are there. We are there to support. All we need is our employers to reach out should they need that assistance.
Ladies, thank you both for your time. 2406 4050 is the number. Be sure to reach out to the ERS. That was Tsibo, Lenkosi Mahlalela and Ndobeko Dlamini, both from the ERS. And today we were discussing Pay As You Earn return submission and payments, and of course the deadlines that you need to be mindful of. The show continues after this.